Ready? Here we go.
Welcome to our fairy world. Welcome to Trinity.
Welcome to Libre.
Дом мой достроен, но я в нем один. Хлопнула дверь за спиной. Ветер осенний стучится в окно, плачет опять надо мной. Ночью гроза, а на утро туман. Солнце остыло совсем. Давние боли идут чередой, пусть собираются все. Дом мой достроен, но я в нем один. Хлопнула дверь за спиной. Ветер осенний стучится в окно, плачет опять надо мною. Это судьба, а судьбу не могу я ни о чем просить. Только я знаю, как после меня устали ветра голосить. Дом мой достроен, но я в нем один. Хлопнула дверь за спиной. Ветер осенний стучится в окно, плачет опять надо мною. Это судьба, а судьбу не могу я ни о чем просить. Только я знаю, как после меня устали ветра голосить.
I'm not coach right now. I'm your conscience. You're in a fight between will and skill. I say will first because that's where you are. You locked and loaded with skill. You practicing every day. You putting in your work. You buying everything. You making an investment. You living your dream. You walking like your dream. You surrounding yourself around your dream. You got mentors, everything. You putting your work in. You got your skill. Now it's a test of your will. It's a mindset thing you in right now. It's a mindset thing because your challenge ain't moving. Your mountain is not moving. You don't feel like you're making any progress. You're not physically moving. When you see everything else around you and other people around you moving, you're not making progress. You're in the test of your will right now because life says it has a little more test for you. It's no different because we messed up, because you fell off the wagon. You've been on alcohol and drugs and you gave up on life and you dropped out, or you've been to jail 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, and you really want your dream to happen and you putting in your work and nothing's happening yet.
Every transformation always gets worse before it gets better. It's supposed to be that way. When you embark this journey, you must know that it's going to go down before it comes up. But when it comes up, it's going to go so much higher than you've ever been.
The action of making progress is progress. The push itself, the fight, you get up and swing and miss, that's progress. You get up and you run at what you want with everything you got and you miss, that's progress. The effort of making the attempt is progress. It must happen. It can't do anything but move. You can do anything but make progress. You're pushing and you're pushing and you're pushing and you're pushing and you're doing everything right. You're tired, you're exhausted, and ain't nothing happening yet. That word is what you're waiting for. Yet. Because I promise you, if you keep pushing, it will happen.
You have to be equipped mentally to endure this process. Knowing what you're about to go into is step 1. Knowing it's an uphill battle, but a winnable one and one that's achievable. And at the end of this race, guys, you're going to be more capable. The first step, guys, is knowing it's a tough road.
As soon as you decide to stop looking for answers in other people and miracles somewhere down the yellow brick road and click the heal of your mind and set your affections on things that are above, you could have been free years ago.
My commitment and obsession is always to be better today than I was yesterday. If I have to make sacrifices to do that, so be it. If I have to tell that person I can't go out drinking with him anymore, so be it. Because that's not what I value. Anything or anyone that is taking me further away from my dreams has to go. I'm committed to self-development, not self-destruction. And you know, any person that is meant to be with me on the journey will choose that higher road with me. Yes, a tougher road, but it's a much more rewarding one. I want my life to mean something, to be able to look back at my life and say, yeah, I made some tough decisions, but they were the right decisions. So many people don't get it. They piss their life away every weekend for what? So they can complain about their current circumstances for the rest of the week? No chance! I'm in charge of my own life. It's all on me. I take responsibility. I take action. You will never hear me complain about another person or circumstance as the reason I'm not where I want to be. If I don't like where I am, time to knuckle down and work harder. I am a perfect reflection of the hard work or lack of work I put in. And luck, that only comes to those who have paid their dues. If I am weak in a certain area, it won't be for long because I'm committed to be better. I will learn. I will read. I will make it happen. I will find a way. I will work until that weakness is turned into a strength.
No one can beat me because I don't give up. I'm relentless. You might knock me down, but I never stay down. It's time to rise. Rise up to your potential. Rise up past your limitations. Rise up past your family or friends' limitations. Set the standard for those around you. Don't conform to the standard like a sheep. Get out and lead the way. Get up. Rise up. Man up.
I will find a way. I will work until that weakness is turned into a strength.
Man up!
My college career was over. I got offered a job to become a hospital administrator. 2-year program, $75,000 job. And right before I took the job, my daddy called me on the phone. Let me tell you about my daddy. When I was a little boy, my daddy would always pick me up. When he came home from work, he'd pick me up. When he saw me in the nursery after church, he'd pick me up. No matter how long he worked, no matter how tired he was, my daddy would always pick me up. So when I had my kids, I would always pick up my kids. When I got home, sometimes I was tired. They have a bottle in one hand, and they just lifted up the other hand, and they knew what daddy was supposed to do. My job was to pick them up. This is a spiritual interaction. When you pick up a child, it is a spiritual transaction. When you pick up a child, you change their perspective. When you pick up a child, all of a sudden they can see the world the way you see it. Pick them up.
You spend hours of your day talking to a dog who can't talk back.
What do you want to do today, MJ? Do you want to maybe go to the pet store? Do you want to go for a car ride? You're right, we should walk. We both need the exercise.
Are you tired of pouring out your soul to your canine companion and getting nothing in return?
I finally did it. I went to his office and I said, this is it, all or nothing. I'm ready to love you. And you know what he said? He said, you have 4 cavities. Can you believe that?
Well, search no further, because we have the product for you. Introducing SAD. The SAD, or Speech Articulating Device, is an artificially intelligent dog translator that can literally read your dog's mind and translate its thoughts to you. Just attach SAD to your dog's collar and start conversing today.
This is Jen to MJ. Do you copy?
No, please talk louder and slower, dummy.
Uncover your dog's deepest desires.
What should we do today?
How about we eat? Then we eat some more. Then I take a dump. Then we eat again.
You just ate. How about a walk?
No leash. It's embarrassing being tied to you.
Bond over seeing the world from your dog's perspective.
Can we shift it to second, Grandma?
I'm going as fast as I can.
That's what happens when you pack on 20 pounds.
Learn their likes.
Oh, yeah. That's the spot. Just like that. Work the butt. Good girl.
Dislikes.
You're late. Where the hell's my dinner?
And pet peeves.
If you were dead, that bed would be mine.
Understand social interactions.
Look who it is. Hey, Roger, can you still lift your leg in that jacket?
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. She didn't mean it.
You're a terrible person.
And hear the support you always felt your dog was emoting, but was unable to share.
I started updating my OkCupid profile, and I tried to mention you.
Spoon, please. Spoon, please.
I just think it's...
Spoon, please.
I just think it's...
Spoon, please.
Okay, I try to mention you as much as possible so that people would know how important you are to me. I just think that...
Spoon.
It can say a lot about...
Spoon.
I think it can say a lot about a okay,
Spoon.
MJ, you're being really selfish right now.
I'm not the one pretending ice cream is love.
Enhance quality time.
Another Matthew McConaughey movie? Someone euthanize me.
Finally, your dog can truly be man's best friend.
From a friend to a friend, you are not smelling fresh.
You bitch!
Try SAD and find out what you've been missing.
Bullshit.
Call 1-800-YOUR-SAD and get your SAD today. Plus, order in the next 10 minutes. We'll throw in a cat SAD for free. F you. SAD is not responsible for any physical or emotional damage caused by our product.
You're going to help us, whether you want to or not.
How do you do? Oh, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Coyote, Wile E. Coyote. I am a genius by trade. These are the tracks of the common western rabbit, Rabbitus idioticus delicius. I believe that that's the scientific term, but my interest in this rabbit is hardly scientific. Oh, no, I intend to pursue, capture, and eat this rabbit. It's as simple as that. Rabbit hole.
Yeah. What's up, Doc? What's the bit? What's cooking?
What's cooking, little friend? Why, you are. Why, yes!
Singing in the bathtub, la da da dee, la da da dee da, la da da dee, la da da dee da, la da da dee, la da da dee do 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 do. Bugs Bunny here. Oh, my new neighbor? Well, pleased to meet. Oh, you say you're cooking a stew? And you'd like to borrow a cup of carrots? Oh, no. No trouble at all. I'll be right over. Are you in, genius? Are you incapable? Insolent? Indescribable? Unbearable? I'm your neighbor from down the street. I brought you those carrots you asked about. Personally, I don't think a stew is a stew without carrots. What kind of stew is it? Rabbit ear stew. Very good, too. I'd love to stay for lunch, but I seem to be all tied up this morning.
Well, allow me to retort.
They hate you! They all hate you! Even we hate you! You ignorant brat!
No, you're doing it all wrong.
I got a simple question for you. Here's the question. Do you believe that one day you're not going to live in the world that was given to you? That's right, but you are going to actually live in the world that you dream of. You got to make every single second count. You got to go in the future and see it, baby, and you got to come back in the present. And you got to take that big goal, that big dream, that big reality. That's what I said. You got to take that big reality, and we got to take small steps and make it manageable to making your dreams become a reality. Think big, dream big, but start small. That's right, start small. Remember what I told you, start where you are with what you have, because what you have is plenty.
That the biggest enemy you have to deal with is yourself. There's an old African proverb that says, if there's no enemy within, the enemy outside can do us no harm.
You don't have to personally be perfect. Are you hearing me? There are those of you right now, you should have cut a CD. You should have wrote a book. You should have got in school and got that degree. You should have started your own business. There's so many things you should have done. You should have done, but you didn't do it because you're scared. You believe that you said scared of what? I ain't scared. You are scared. You are scared. You're scared of failure. You're scared to make a mistake. You're scared that you're not perfect. And I'm telling you today, you ain't got to be perfect. Are you hearing what I'm saying? You don't have to be perfect to get what you want, to do what you want, to have what you want, to be what you want. You don't have to be perfect. It's a lie.
There will never be a point in your time in your life where it's the right time to do a great thing. If you're waiting for that perfect moment, that perfect timing, it's not going to happen. You know what you have to do? You have to create the perfect time and the perfect opportunity and the perfect situation.
So that a lot of people become comfortable. They stop growing. They stop wanting anything. They become satisfied. People getting ready to go to jobs that they don't like. Jobs that are making them sick. You see, when you're not pursuing your goal, you are literally committing spiritual suicide. When you have some goal out here that you're stretching for and reaching for that takes you out of your comfort zone, you'll find out some talents and abilities you have that you didn't know you have. When the messenger of misery visits you, what are you going to do? What will keep you in the game?
There are things that you think you'll never need to know, that you may only need to know one time in your life, but that could save your life because you had that knowledge.
Unless you attempt to do something beyond that which you've already mastered, you will never grow. What is it that you looked at some point in time and you decided that you couldn't do it? That you talked yourself out of it?
You're waiting on your next door neighbor to make it happen for you. It may not happen. If you're waiting on your mother or your father, they may be so ancient in their thinking that they don't understand this opportunity that you have. And if you're waiting on them, it may never get done. You don't beg average people to be phenomenal. You don't beg good people to be phenomenal. You just are phenomenal, and you will attract phenomenal.
What reason can you remember that you can call on, that you can reach on, that can make you get back up? Find that reason.
If you're not where you are, if you're not where you want to be, if you don't have what you want to have, if you're not where you think you should be at this particular place, it has nothing to do with the system, but it has everything to do with the fact that you're not making the sacrifice. I want you to make that dream become a reality, because if you don't, you will be working for somebody else to make their dreams become a reality.
Question is, what are you going to do with your time? What drives you? And greatness is a lot of small things done well. Day after day, workout after workout, obedience after obedience, day after day.
When things don't work out for you, when things happen that you could not anticipate, what are the reasons that you can think of that can keep you strong?
You will never ever be successful until you turn your pain into greatness, until you allow your pain to push you from where you are to push you to where you need to be. Stop running from your pain and embrace your pain. Your pain is going to be a part of your prize, a part of your product. I challenge you to push yourself.
See, it's easy to be on the bottom. It doesn't take any effort to be a loser. It doesn't take any motivation, any drive in order to stay down there on a low level. But it calls on everything in you. You have to harness your will to say, I'm going to challenge myself.
I mean that what you did last week don't count. Today is the only important day. There are 86,400 seconds in a day, and how you use those are critical. You got 86,400 today, and what you do today is going to cement who you are. Nobody's going to talk about what you did last week. You have this opportunity of a lifetime. It means absolutely nothing if you don't take advantage of it in the lifetime of this opportunity.
I got a saying that when life knocks you down, try and land on your back, because if you can look up, you can get up. If you want a thing bad enough to go out and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep for it, if all that you dream and scheme is about it, and life seems useless and worthless without it, see, it's time now. If you want to make this your decade, you've got to start saying yes to your life. You've got to start saying yes to your dreams, yes to your unfolding future, yes to your potential, as opposed to saying no.
When you die on E. Leave no dream left behind, guys. Leave no opportunity left behind. When you leave this earth, accomplish every single thing you can accomplish. Listen to me, you're going to be here one day, but you'll never get here if you give up, if you give in, if you quit. And finally, guys, you got to want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe.
What people think about you and the possibilities for your dream is none of your business. The attitude is it can't be done because they haven't seen it. History is being read, but it's also being written by people with imagination. It's necessary you take responsibility for it, that you make it happen, that you don't give up, that you don't take any objection or disappointment or defeats personally, that you keep on keeping on, that you don't decide that I can't make it because you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel, that you realize that's a part of the program.
As the physically weak man can make himself strong by careful and patient training, so the man of weak thoughts can make them strong by exercising himself in right thinking. To put away aimlessness and weakness and to begin to think with purpose is to enter the ranks of those strong ones who only recognize failure as one of the pathways to attainment, who make all conditions serve them and who think strongly, attempt fearlessly, and accomplish masterfully. He who would accomplish little must sacrifice little. He who would achieve much must sacrifice much. He who would attain highly must sacrifice greatly.
What are you going to do starting tomorrow that'll make a difference? Major step to human progress. Discipline. If there's one thing to get excited over, that's it. Get excited over your ability to make yourself do the necessary things.
Because the story you have about your life, about your business, about the area of your life that's not where you want it, your story is what making you stop.
Yes, it's hard, and we will do it hard. And once we do it hard, we go through it, we realize it was worth it. And once you discover it was worth it, it is done.
Study the things that can change your economic, social, spiritual, personal life. See, you don't want to wind up at the end of your life and discover that you've lived only 1/10 of it.
Maybe you're at the darkest point of your life and you're ready to give up. You're at a point in your life when you feel like it's do or die. You're going through so much pain. You're going through so much agony. You're ready to give up. You're ready to quit. I got one word for you, warrior. Woo! Warrior.
Fear is not real. The only place that fear can exist is in our thoughts of the future. It is a product of our imagination, causing us to fear things that do not at present and may not ever exist. Fear is a choice.
Only those who risk going too far can possibly find out how far one can go. I want your dream to be so clear that when you wake up in the morning, all you got to do is step in your dream. And the first step for me was seeing something I was not before I was. You can do it. Where you are is temporary. You will not be there for the rest of your life. I don't care what happens in your life. I don't care what it looks like. I don't care where you are. Every single day you wake up, if you're going to have energy, if you're going to have passion, if you're going to have drive, every day you wake up, you got to start with that vision. This is a mentality. Like, you got to live this. You got to eat this. You got every single thing you do is not a cute saying. It is a way of life. It's got to possess everything you do. It's got to own you.
There's no reason to have a plan B because of distraction from plan A.
I want to see how far I can go. I want to see what I can accomplish. I want to see what I can do, what I can be, what I can have. I want to see. I don't want to see what I think I can do. I don't want to see what I think is possible. I want to see what my life would look like if I didn't count the cost and if I was willing to go further than anybody else was willing to do.
What are you going to do starting tomorrow that'll make a difference? Major step to human progress. Discipline. If there's one thing to get excited over, that's it. Get excited over your ability to make yourself do the necessary things.
Because the story you have about your life, about your business, about the area of your life that's not where you want it, your story is what's making you stop.
Yes, it's hard, and we will do it hard. And once we do it hard and we go through it, we realize it was worth it. And once you discover it was worth it, it is done.
Study the things that can change your economic, social, spiritual, personal life. See, you don't want to wind up at the end of your life and discover that you've lived only 1/10 of it.
Maybe you're at the darkest point of your life and you're ready to give up. You're at a point in your life when you feel like it's do or die. You're going through so much pain. You're going through so much agony. You're ready to give up. You're ready to quit. I got one word for you, warrior. Woo! Warrior.
Fear is not real. The only place that fear can exist is in our thoughts of the future. It is a product of our imagination, causing us to fear things that do not at present and may not ever exist. Fear is a choice.
Only those who risk going too far can possibly find out how far one can go. I want your dream to be so clear that when you wake up in the morning, all you got to do is step in your dream. And the first step for me was seeing something I was not before I was. You can do it. Where you are is temporary. You will not be there for the rest of your life. I don't care what happens in your life. I don't care what it looks like. I don't care where you are. Every single day you wake up, if you're going to have energy, if you're going to have passion, if you're going to have drive, every day you wake up, you got to start with that vision. This is a mentality. Like, you got to live this. You got to eat this. You got every single thing you do is not a cute saying. It is a way of life. It's got to possess everything you do. It's got to own you.
There's no reason to have a plan B because of distraction of plan A.
I want to see how far I can go. I want to see what I can accomplish. I want to see what I can do, what I can be, what I can have. I want to see. I don't want to see what I think I can do. I don't want to see what I think is possible. I want to see what my life would look like if I didn't count the cost and if I was willing to go further than anybody else was willing to do. You can't do anything without faith. It's impossible to accomplish anything without faith. So I need you to believe there is still time. As long as there's breath in your nostrils, as long as you can wake up in the morning.
The first step before anybody else in the world believes it is you have to believe it.
So I need you to believe.
Because if you're willing to go through all the battling you got to go through to get to where you want to get, who's got the right to stop you? I mean, maybe some of you guys got something you never finished, something you really want to do, something you never said to someone, something. And you're told no, even after you pay your dues. Who's got the right to tell you that? Who? Nobody. It's your right to listen to your gut. It ain't nobody's right to say no after you earn the right to be where you want to be and do what you want to do.
You got to do what you was called to do. You got to do what you were born to do. You got to do what works for you, because if you do what works for you, you're going to blow up. It's in your DNA. It's who you are. You are a warrior. It's time for you not to back up, not to give up, not to give in.
Even though you get knocked down, you get back up, and you get back up, and you get back up, and you continue to throw shit against the wall.
Listen to me very carefully. You are a warrior, and it's time for you to fight. I know you have that warrior inside, and now I just need you to activate it.
Keep going. As dark as it gets, keep going. As difficult as it gets, as much as it seems as if the world is crumbling down around you and there's no way out, keep going. See, most people stop. They don't get it. They quit. They quit reaching for their dreams. I notice that there are those who are squashers of dreams. Now, I don't know why these people do this. I don't know why the naysayers or squashers do this. Grow stronger and then inspire others to become the strongest version of themselves. That's how we evolve. I go beyond the fears and limitations of other people. I control my life. No matter what road you take in life, there are always going to be things you have to do that you just don't want to do. Go and do the thing. Look, you only get this life once. Every experience that we have leads us to who we are and where we stand, and that's always the right place to be. If you can't, you must. If there's something that you can't do because there's an obstacle in your way, that means it's your responsibility to do that thing so that you can destroy the obstacle. Failure is necessary. Failure is success, and success is failure. They need each other. The more failures you have, the more successes you'll have. The darker the night, the brighter the day. The harder the ball hits the ground, the higher it goes up.
Oh boy, Wabbit Twax. All right, Wabbit, I know you're there. If you're not out in 10 seconds, I'll blast you out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, Wabbit. Now I got you.
What's up, Doc?
I'm hunting wabbits. It's wabbit season.
Oh. Rabbit season, huh? Having any luck?
Well, no. As a matter of fact, I haven't even seen a wabbit yet.
This is preposterous. Say, what's the matter with you anyway? Don't you even know a rabbit when you see one? It's true, Doc. I'm a rabbit, all right. Would you like to shoot me now or wait till you get home? Shoot him now! Shoot him now! You keep out of this. He doesn't have to shoot you now. He does so have to shoot me now. I demand that you shoot me now. Let's run through that again. Okay. Would you like to shoot me now or wait till you get home? Shoot him now. Shoot him now. You keep out of this. He doesn't have to shoot you now. Ha! That's it. Hold it right there. Pronoun trouble. It's not he doesn't have to shoot you now. It's he doesn't have to shoot me now. Well, I say he does have to shoot me now. So shoot me now.
All right, big shot. So you think you can beat us all by yourself? Well, you got yourself a game.
Attention, please. Attention. There's been a slight change in the total lineup. Catching, Bugs Bunny. Left field, Bugs Bunny. Right field, Bugs Bunny. Pitching, Bugs Bunny. Third base, Bugs Bunny. Center field, Bugs Bunny. First base, Bugs Bunny. Shortstop, Bugs Bunny. Second base, Bugs Bunny.
Right down the old alley. This guy's a pushover. Come on now, boy, give it to him. That's the old pepper, boy. That's the old pitching. That's putting it over the old plate, boy. Boy, give me your big league ball, son. Come on now, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy.
Oh!
B-19. Come in, B-19. Ceiling, 500 feet. Visibility, 7 yards. Level off. Steady now. Easy does it. What's up, Doc?
My mama done told me bring home something for dinner.
For dinner? What's cooking? What's it you're looking for?
Oh, oh, don't tell me now, don't tell me. Oh, it's a rabbit.
Okay, Doc, you got me. But, you better let me tidy up a bit first, I'll just be a minute.
Hot diggity. He's a little too smart for him.
Ta-da-dee-da-da-da. A buzzard is two-faced. A goon diddly sing a Hawaii.
You know something? I think he's a friend.
A buzzard is two-faced. You naughty, naughty boy.
Oh, no, no. No, no.
going. Just like Gary Cooper, huh? What's up, Doc?
What's up, Doc? Listen, stranger. This town ain't big enough for the two of us.
It ain't? Pardon me, Mac. Now is it big enough?
No, still ain't big enough. And now you're a-getting out of town.
Oh, no, I ain't.
Oh, yes, you are.
Oh, no, I ain't.
Oh, yes, you are.
Oh, no, I ain't.
All right now, you wise guy. Dance.
Take it, Sam. Welcome to Jellystone, Doc. A restful retreat. Oh, brother.
Doggone you, school you with a Wasco. I'll get you. That'll hold him all white.
That'll hold them all right. Phooey. Pardon me, Mac, but where does a fella go to take his physical?
Right up these stairs, buddy. So they're inducting rabbits. Next. Overwork. Now then, I want you to read as much of this chart as you can.
ATWRKLNOCWODRKGSOLTYKLONDCRPLD Acme Eye Test Chart, printed by the United States Printing Office, Washington, D.C., Reg U.S. Pat Off.
Yeah.
This is the Army?
Yeah, this is the Army. Attends. Halt! About face! You, come here.
Private Bugs Bunny reporting, Your Majesty, sir.
Oh, Private Bugs Bunny, eh? Well, I'm Sergeant Porky Pig. Sergeant! And I am Colonel Putty Tat. General Tweety Pie was asking about you, Sergeant. One of your men, I presume, Sergeant. About? Oh, no. Hey!
strong, healthy boy. Give me a hand. Forgot to open the door. Is there a doctor in the house? Is there a doctor in the house?
I'm a doctor.
What's up, Doc? Don't go up there. It's dark. What's up, Doc?
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Wile E. Coyote. Genius. I am not selling anything, nor am I working my way through college. So let's get down to cases. You are a rabbit, and I am going to eat you for supper. Now, don't try to get away. I am more muscular, more cunning, faster, and larger than you are, and I'm a genius, while you could hardly pass the entrance examinations to kindergarten. So I'll give you the customary 2 minutes to say your prayers.
I'm sorry, Mac. The lady of the house ain't home, and besides, we mailed you people a check last week.
Okay, come on out. I got you covered.
Him. Surely you're not going to be taken in by that old gag.
Isn't she lovely?
Out of sheer honesty, I demand that you tell him who you are. Well, haven't you anything to say? Anything? Out of sheer honesty?
Yes, I would just love a duck dinner.
Oh, I apologize, madam, for suspecting your integrity. Now's your chance, Hawkeye! Shoot him! Shoot him!
He's got me dead to rights, Doc.
When this dead hand moves, the monster created by a man they called Mad is turned loose to strike terror into the hearts of men. To shock women into uncontrolled hysteria.
Elizabeth!
To prey upon the innocence of children. This is the story you've heard about, talked about. The spine-tingling, blood-chilling story that stuns your emotions. Frankenstein.
Don't touch that!
Alrighty then.
Doc,